We're all in a rush. It's a hectic time of year. We've got New Year's Eve updos and New Year's Day updos as well to make sure that you're ready to go for your party and ready to go to eat your breakfast the next day. Nikina Gravanda is a hairstylist from Suzanne Andre Salon in Wilbraham, along with we've got Nikki and we've got Dennery, and we've got you in a fabulous dress, and you're at a new salon, Kina.
I am. I'm at A&E Styles in East Longmeadow.
Wonderful. And now you're here in Studio 1A to do some hairstyles, and you're ready for New Year's Eve.
I am definitely.
Wearing the awesome dress that you have there. Now we're going to start with a New Year's Eve hairstyle with Nikki.
Yes.
So tell us what you did to get her to this point.
Okay. Well, basically, it's really important to just section off the head. It makes the hair a little bit more manageable. And these are just lazy ponytails that we're going to just start pinning.
Now you say lazy ponytails. How did you just basically took a ponytail and made a little messy bun?
Absolutely. You take a ponytail, you make a little messy bun, and then you start stretching the hair out.
And this is something that someone could do on themselves, right?
And that's the whole point. I don't know how many times I've been trying to prep dinner. I've got people coming over for a party, and then I look in the mirror and I go, oh my gosh, now I have to do something with myself.
I made my food.
Exactly. The house is clean, the food is made, now what? And this, you know, sectioning the head, bottom ponytail, nice and pinned, and this will give it like a nice, soft look. Top ponytail.
Yep, so the same thing that you did on the bottom, so you just sectioned your hair in two parts there.
Right.
But you left those sections out in the front.
I did leave the sections out in the front, and what we're gonna do is we're just gonna take the sections in the front, and we're gonna pin them back and hide them.
Oh. So you just pull them, you pull the piece back in between the two.
Absolutely.
Now, Nikki's hair, people didn't see it before, but it was just straight.
Straight.
Down
Absolutely.
and straight.
She had done nothing. We haven't prepped the hair. We didn't curl the hair. Nothing fancy, no smoke and mirrors. Obviously, if you were...
And then you wrap that around?
And I wrapped it around.
Oh, make it blend right in.
And then same thing with the other side. Just taking it and just moving the hair. And you could even cut the side pieces in half if you wanted.
Not with scissors.
No, with your fingers.
With your fingers.
And make the hair a little bit more manageable.
Okay.
And then we basically have...
Wrap that in.
Yep.
And then people are like, oh my gosh, how long did it take you to do your hair?
Well, because it gives it a nice soft look. You could even curl and leave the pieces loose.
So on the front.
Absolutely. And obviously, if you wanted to pull a little bit more, make this softer. Some people want, you know, curls and they want that wispy look alongside the face.
Now, if not, you could pull it back and just pin it here so it's a soft kind of that way.
Absolutely.
See how you can do that. Now, all you need are hair ties and bobby pins.
Right, and I would
and you
recommend,
can accomplish this.
I used colored hair ties, but I would recommend clear hair ties if you were doing it. But I wanted the audience to be able to see this is what I pinned.
Right, and this is what I did and tied up. Okay.
But it looks fantastic. And then Dennery we have over here has very long and lots and lots of hair.
Lots of hair. Look at all those braids.
Lots of hair.
What did you do to get it to this point, Kina?
Basically, we sectioned the head, same thing, the panels around the ears, and then the two right in the back of the head. Just nice, simple braids. And then I started to stretch the braids out.
So you pulled on them a little?
We pulled on them a little.
Now, obviously this look, you could wear the 4 braids and start a new trend. But you're going to take those 4 braids and do something with them. But on this braid in the front, you actually did a little French braid down the top.
I did. I actually, to give her just a little bit more style, I took it and I made it a visible braid, which means that the braid sticks out. So it's just taking the hands and placing them under. And then from this point, we're just going to start pinning.
All right, we're going to turn her around so everyone can see what you're doing. Because it's very cool. We're going to spin you, Dennery, if you don't mind. And Kina, you can go on the other side just to finish the pinning. So basically, you took that braid that was all the way on her right side and pulled it across the back.
I pulled it across the back.
Okay.
And you just, very simple braids, just start pinning and making the hair tuck up and under.
Okay, so you want to hide the end.
Absolutely.
And it's nice when you have nice long hair like hers. Could you also do this if you had hair that was more my length, like more like right past my shoulders?
Absolutely.
Okay.
This is a style that anybody could do.
And you just wrap up those braids.
Yep, we wrap up those braids.
And this is good because hairspray can take any of those flyaways right down, especially after a New Year's Eve party. You have a lot of flyaways, you know, if you were dancing. So
exactly, if you're dancing, and you know, it's the next morning, now I have to clean up. Maybe we still have out-of-town guests staying with us, and we don't want to throw our hair up in a messy bun, or maybe we're going out to breakfast and we want to do something other than a ponytail.
Right. And look like you.
Right, like you put a little bit
Didn't just roll out of bed.
Well, it is, you know, it is New Year's Day. And then if you're like me and you're running crazy, this is probably the style because you won't have time to shower or do anything for yourself.
Right. So you're just basically taking the braids
and just pinning, pinning, pinning. This is when it's fun at night when you're ready to go to bed and you realize how many pins you truly put in your hair.
I love that, pulling them out. It feels so great to pull all those pins out of your hair.
Absolutely.
So you just keep pinning, and then you end up with this gorgeous hairstyle that looks like you took hours, but it's just braids that are all weaved in together.
And then you can take maybe 2 more bobby pins and just tuck the little flyaways and tuck the ends away.
And then I see that you've got this freeze spray.
Oh, yes.
So this is what you want to use for when you do have any pieces that you want to stay in place. You can use this.
Truly.
And this will actually freeze.
That will lock. Well, I could actually make your hair stand straight up on end with that.
You can? Can we try it
If
later?
you'd like.
Oh my gosh, I do. You can make it. I definitely do. That's awesome.
You can stick it right up. It's really good for spiked hairstyles.
Okay, well, coming up on Mass Appeal, after the break, I'm going to have my hair sticking straight up. I can't wait to try this. That's so cool. All right, so Dennery's hair is almost done.
Yep, we've got the last pin going in.
Okay, and let's see the back of that. Let's see the back. That is gorgeous. And all you did was took those 4 braids, weaved them in, and let's see the front. Let's spin you around, Dennery.
I'm going to spin her this way so you can kind of get the effect of the side braid and
yes,
how that kind of flows
so
in.
Pretty.
And
wow.
it was so simple. But
So
of course,
simple.
she's gorgeous. There's a lot to work with here.
Yeah.
I could pretty much do anything and she'd look fantastic.
And that gorgeous hair, my goodness, I love it. All right, thanks so much, Keena, Nikki, and Dennery. Happy New Year. You look fabulous. And stay tuned. We've got more Mass Appeal coming up and our makeover